Hello, and welcome to Embrace Life with Renee. I'm Renee Ellison, and this is our debut show. I am so thrilled and so excited that you have decided to join me for this dream come true adventure. Dreams coming true is exactly what this show is all about. My purpose is to tap into the power of the media to connect with you, my audience, and help you unlock your true potential. Embrace Life will highlight individuals and help tell stories that will empower and inspire you. I'll be connecting with guests who have learned the secret of how to manifest their dreams. These people possess incredible knowledge about what it means to fulfill your dreams, and they'll motivate you to do the same in your life. This is a show that guides you to embrace life and reveal the excellence that lies within. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to my first guest. We have all been clued in on the power that an optimistic mindset can bring into your life. But imagine developing a whole method and system that replaces negative patterns of thinking with positive actions. Well, that's what our next guest did. Her book and her method, Power Optimism, is what we're going to be featuring on the show today. And her name is Dana Lightman. Dr. Dana Lightman, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Dana, it's such a pleasure to be here with you. I'm so glad you were able to make it today.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. Anytime I have an opportunity to talk about optimism, it's a good day.
It definitely is. It definitely is. So what is Power Optimism?
Power Optimism is this system that I developed so that people can intentionally, and that's the important word here, intentionally choose thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that will put them on an upward spiral. Because it's on an upward spiral that we really want to live our life and that we can really embrace life.
Yeah, and I noticed that you emphasize the word intention. What do you mean by that?
We have an opportunity to choose intentionally, or we can let the feelings and the thoughts choose us. And when we're having negative thoughts and negative feelings, that's what puts us on a downward spiral. And the whole strategy here is to learn practices that help you over time really decide, I don't want to be on a downward spiral.
Right.
I want to be on an upward spiral. How do I do that? By choosing different thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
Because it doesn't feel good to be on a downward spiral.
It doesn't.
And once you get a hold of that negative thought, sometimes you can literally feel yourself going into depression, into sadness.
You have it, exactly, that's it. The downward spiral with enough momentum will really lead you to the bottom of what I call the positive ladder, which is the bottom of the positive ladder is depression. At the top is empowerment.
Interesting. Interesting. And you know, Jana Van Zant says that you have to sometimes have a breakdown to have a breakthrough.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. And that's why it's really important to understand that life isn't lived on a straight line. We never just go straight up. There's always going to be times where we loop down. And if you intentionally, that's that word again, if you can intentionally look at that downward loop, things aren't going the way that I wanted, this isn't working out the way that I wanted it to work out, as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And then you can choose that perspective, you get a bounce back up and you actually end up further than where you started out.
That's exciting. So let's talk about some of the benefits of Power Optimism, okay? So you talk about feeling confident and secure. What does that mean?
Confident and secure is knowing that when things don't go your way, you can bounce back, that you have this resiliency and this ability to bounce back. When people are scared, it's they're worried about what's going to happen in the future. If you're not worried about it and you can enjoy the journey, whatever it brings, and you know that you can recalculate your course because you have the skills to do that, you feel secure and confident.
Yeah, and I'm wondering sometimes, how do you not worry? That's a good question, right?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Worry is your imagination going on a downward spiral. That's all that it is. It's not a fact. It's not true. It's just your imagination. And if you can change that downward spiral imagination from worry to excitement, it's the same thing. You have the same situation. I can either worry about it, or I can look at it as, this is an opportunity. I will be able to master whatever happens. I'm going to let it unfold. And at least, even if you can't muster, yay, this is great,
Right.
get into the neutral zone.
Yeah, the neutral
Get
zone
into
is a
the
good
neutral
place to be
zone.
sometimes
Yeah.
because you're neither down and depressed.
That's right.
And you're neither elated, but you're in that place that almost feels kind of normal and almost like you're resolved.
You can exhale.
Yeah, you can
Exhale into the neutral zone.
And just the possessing more energy. Can you talk quickly about that too?
Possessing more energy. You're either on a downward spiral where actually the neurons in your brain stop firing. That's what puts you on a downward spiral and leads to that depression. Possessing more energy is when you're on an upward spiral, your neurons fire, and not only do they fire, they engage more neurons, and then all of a sudden you can look around and you can say, oh, there's a potential here, and I can try this.
Great. We're definitely going to talk more about the benefits when we come back with Dr. Dana. Thank you so much for that. It's really inspiring. We'll be right back with more.